how's everyone doing? I'm Juliana. I go by Lida Wonder. Thank you so much for being a part of my discovery to love. Every day is a gift and it will be cherished. Every single moment will be cherished. We do not take love for granted. We do not take gratitude for granted. We've slowed down. We've let go of control. We have a regulated nervous system. We're grounded, we're centered, and we're intentional with our time and our energy. And we've integrated our shadow. A lot of people in sobriety do not end up integrating their shadow. They continue to have the cravings. They can't continue to white knuckle it, and they don't actually become an equal. They continue being better than you. They continue to treat you like you're less than them. They compare, they compete, they're jealous, they're envious, and they judge other people. They're still seeking outside acceptance, validation, recognition, and approval. And so a lot of them end up going back to alcohol and drugs. And it's because they haven't found a solution to expressing emotion and opening the heart center. And so I opened my heart center, and this is what all people in sobriety should be doing, but they don't. And so now I am. And so I am bringing it to everybody's awareness that if you don't look at me as an equal, then the truth is you have low self-esteem, low self-worth, and low value. Congratulations. Acceptance is the way to a new reality. Realizing that every single one of us is equal, and until you start treating every single person you cross paths with as your equal, as adding value, then you will never receive the respect that you want. People don't respect people that don't respect themselves. People don't love others that don't love themselves. People don't value others that don't value themselves. And I want everyone to know I've been dedicating my time in my community, and it hasn't been because I love all of you. I actually have no respect for a lot of you because you act entitled, ungrateful, disrespectful, and self-absorbed, greedy, and you hoard. If you actually loved yourself, you would want to love another human being sitting all alone. You'd want to add love, value, worthiness, and deservingness to their life. When I see someone sitting all alone, I ask them, "Can I get you anything? Would you like a drink? Do you need a lunch? Do you need money?" When we go out of our way, the extra mile, to offer love to someone else, we're opening our heart to receiving love freely. We can't start our journey until we stop being selfish. We have to dissolve our own ego, getting to a place of humility, realizing you can't receive love that comes with no expectation until you give it with no expectation. You've got to stop having hidden agendas and motives behind the love you give others. I cross so many people endlessly every day, and the same things I'm running into is people making me prove my value to them. They don't just offer it generously. They don't give it generously because they don't value themselves. And so I had this one gentleman, he's like, "You're not my family." And I'm literally testing people. I'm seeing how greedy these people are, how much they're hoarding. I'm seeing how these people are, if they're generous. And I have generous people come along the way. But what I've learned through my own experience is people that truly come from love would never want to make you feel less loved, less valued, less worthy, and less deserving. People will come across your path when you're finally believing you're worthy of receiving love that are going to offer you love. But you have to believe that you are deserving, worthy, and valued. This takes a long time. It requires you regulating your nervous system, feeling safe to give love and receive love. It's the natural ebb and flow of life. But if you have not come from love, you look at this as being a freeloader. You look at this as basically being owed something. You look at it in a completely different way because that's the way you perceive the world. And I once acted entitled, like I was owed something. It's a completely different way of living. It's gratitude, eating and sleeping and breathing gratitude. You have to do it endlessly, day in and day out. And eventually it starts arriving. But it requires you slowing down and letting go of control. But some people never want to slow down. They want to continue seeking outside acceptance, validation, recognition, and approval. These are the people we want to protect you from. These people don't value themselves. They value how other people perceive them more because they did not come from love. We either focus on the outside things or the inside things. Many of you pass me feeling sorry for me, and I want you to know something. If you truly loved yourself, you would offer me love. You'd offer me a drink. You'd offer me lunch. You'd offer me food. You'd offer me a snack. You would offer me some form of love, checking on me, instead of inflating your own ego, making yourself feel better than me. That's exactly what you guys are doing. You're either my equal or you're better than me. But I have no respect for you if you treat me that way. So I only dedicate so much of my time in my community. Thank you for the ones that have offered me love, that do see my value. Thank you for the ones that haven't made me prove my value. Thank you for the ones that have gone out of their way to check on me, value me, offer me love in the form of drinks, snacks, goodies, munchies, rotisserie chicken, gift cards. The abundance just keeps effortlessly flowing to me. And the more we give it, the more we receive it. So like every time I receive something, I give it away. And I just keep giving and receiving, giving and receiving. And so if I could get my community on board, I can continue giving, receiving, and eventually I can just keep giving and receiving to each store person that crosses my path. It just takes you slowing down. It takes you waking up. It takes you observing me, seeing me, so I can continue the natural flow of giving and receiving. Kind of like at Starbucks. Someone pays for someone's coffee, and then the next person pays for the coffee. And it's just the natural flow. And I didn't know what that was. I was so self-absorbed, and I didn't know people actually give freely. So I want you to know you can give freely and receive freely, but you have to start your journey of giving freely before you can receive it freely. Stop just focusing on your family. Stop focusing on just your wife. Stop focusing on just your husband. Focus on all people who cross your path. Treat everyone as your equal. My life did not change until I went from separation to connection. And now that I'm in connection, it's getting my community on board with me so we can make the world a better place. So we can teach the timid, the lost, and the hurting that they don't have to prove their value to nobody, that they get it for being a human being, and that they need to stand alone. And for the rest of you that have been coming at me as an easy target, I have absolutely no respect for you, because I actually know my value today. I'm not an easy target today. I'm not timid today. And I have learned how to teach people to treat me. And so for the rest of you, I do want you to know, if I do come off a certain way, I want you to know I did not come from love. I've had to learn to stand up for myself. I've had to learn to teach people to treat me with kindness, love, and respect, because I used to be stomped on. I used to be a doormat. I used to let people walk all over me, say whatever they wanted, make fun of me, laugh at me, bully me, and I allowed it. The best thing you can do for yourself is become your own best friend, adding value into each space you enter, so you don't get picked on, so you don't get bullied, so you don't get treated less valued, because you are not broken, you are not lost. You are surrounding yourself with people who made you feel broken, who made you feel lost. We're going to make you feel more loved. And if you decide to start exploring your imagination and creativity and inspiration in the community, I will be the first one to offer you love, abundance, a snack, a beverage, to remind you to keep going in the direction you're going. Because it's about us all creating more heaven on earth, making a difference by standing alone, not following the crowd. We used to follow. We're leaders today. And we say that with the most humility. You are my equal. Have a great day.